risk factor, that is the process of glycation. And the word itself comes from the word glucose, and the process glycation is related to glucose. It is like rusting from inside. It is like aging from inside. It may lead to cardiovascular diseases. It may lead to deposition of plaques into your arteries. It may lead to hardening of your arteries. It may even lead to diabetic nephropathy or hardening of the interior nephrons of your kidneys and various other things. What actually this glycation process is? Well, glycation is the process where the glucose which is running into your bloodstream gets attached to the freely flowing proteins or amino acids, freely flowing fatty acids, and also the DNA of your body. It gets attached to these things and impair their functioning. It is something like when you put a sugary paste into some food, it becomes very sticky. The same thing happens within your body. This sugar wraps around things and make them sticky and non-functional. It is as simple as that. Your body will start to degrade from inside nutritionally and quality wise. That means when the glucose in your body or sugar of your body into your bloodstream is attached to a protein molecule, a fat molecule, or a nucleic acid, or what we can say DNA of your body, it will eventually impair the functions of those molecules. The glycation process is implicated in many age-related chronic diseases, including cardiovascular diseases and Alzheimer's disease. Further, it says that your DNA can sustain substantial glycation over time, but it will have to face damages due to the process of glycation. Damage by the process of glycation results in stiffening of collagen of blood vessel walls. Basically, it leads to the damage of the collagen within your blood vessels and the lining of your blood vessels, and which eventually leads to stiffening of your blood vessels, and which may lead to high blood pressure and eventually stroke. Also, it talks about the damage of the process of glycation over the DNA, which may lead to wrong epigenetic expressions. And by that, what I mean is your DNA will be damaged, the expression of your DNA will be damaged, leading to various kind of diseases which may trigger things like cancer and may trigger things like cardiovascular diseases. Also, this process of glycation interferes with the functioning of your LDL and HDL. Your LDL, that is low density lipoprotein, and HDL, high density lipoproteins, are the carriers of various nutrients within your body, right? So these are the lipoproteins. These molecules are made by protein as well as a fat molecule, which are basically the carriers of nutrients within your body. So glycation process also hinders or interferes with the functioning of these carriers of nutrients, that is LDL and HDL. And that is why those people who are having diabetes will have a very low level of HDLs and higher level of LDLs in their body. And the amount of glycation in your body, and that can be calculated with certain kinds of methodologies, is also considered a parameter of aging. So it is basically one of those hallmarks of aging, which scientists, which doctors consider as a reflection of the biological age of yours. So if you're having high glycation in your body, that is high amount of blood sugar levels running in your body, you will be aging much faster, right? And that is why your body wants to throw out any extra amount of sugar that is running in your body, right? Another thing about this glycation process is that it leads to damage to your brain, and that is why diabetics are at much higher risk of diseases like Alzheimer's. This glycation process actually kills the dendrites, the web of neurons in your brain. So in this photo you may be seeing in front of your screen, you can directly see the difference between a healthy neuron which is having a lot of dendrites and an unhealthy glycated neurons where all the dendrites are dead, and the amount of dendrites or the amount of branches that are coming out of that stem of neuron is directly related to the intelligence, is directly related to the brain health of a person. Okay, so this was the process of glycation and its implication over your physiology, and includes various things like brain damage, like cardiovascular events, like thickening of blood vessels and rusting of blood vessels from inside. DNA damage was one of those things, and it is directly related to aging. Okay,